Season 1 is over, but the conversation isn't. When I published the first episode, I didn't know exactly who would listen. Now I do. Because you wrote. You shared stories you had never told anyone. You recognized patterns that had been operating for decades without a name. And many people asked the same question in the comments, in different ways, but with the same underlying weight. Now what? If I know where it came from, what do I do with it? Season 2 doesn't answer that question directly. There isn't a direct answer, but there is more clarity to be gained about inheritances that Season 1 promised to explore and hasn't yet. In Season 1, we talked about how you see the world, about what you learned you have to do to deserve, about the language that shapes what you can say, about what the body learned, about the man who came before you. But there are inheritances that were left out. 5 exactly. And they weren't left out by accident. They were because each of them deserves the space and honesty that an entire season allows. What your family taught you about money, and how that's making decisions for you today. The woman who came before you. The mother's inheritance, completely different from the father's curve, equally powerful, rarely discussed with this honesty. What you learn to do when things don't work. The inheritance of failure. How you learn that love works. The inheritance of relationships. What your body learned about pain, pleasure, limit, and need before you had words for any of these things. Before starting this season, I want to say something I didn't say in the first. This channel is made by a person who is also doing this work. I'm not an expert who descended from a podium to explain your life to you. I'm someone who found in these ideas something that needed to be found, and who thinks you might need it too. A sentence or two about who you are, what you do, why this work matters to you personally. It doesn't have to be long. It has to be true. That doesn't change the rigor of the ideas. It doesn't change the research behind each episode. But it changes the tone. And the tone is what makes the difference between information and real conversation. That means it has more of you too. 5 episodes. The same question underneath them all. What did you receive before you could choose to receive? And what haven't you seen clearly enough to choose differently? I publish 1 episode per week. If you've been here since Season 1, thank you. If it's your first time, welcome. You can start here or go back. The series was built to work both ways. Invisible inheritance is not a destiny. It's a starting point you can finally see. Season 2 starts now. This is invisible inheritance. Everything you received before you could choose to receive. The conversation continues. The first episode of this season is about something everyone uses every day, and almost no one examines where it came from. The money you earn, spend, save, or avoid was largely decided before you had a salary. Invisible inheritance. Season 2.